Hello,
Hi, good morning.
good morning, ma'am. Am I audible and visible too?
Yeah, very much.
Okay, great.
So, Sakshi, how's your day?
My day was absolutely fine. Thank you, ma'am. What about your day?
I'm also great, dear. So, let's have a quick introduction.
Yeah, sure.
Please go ahead, tell me about yourself.
Definitely. So, as you can see that my name is Sakshi Chauhan and I'm speaking from Gwalior MP and I have completed my master's. So, right now I'm a PhD scholar. And apart from that, if I talk about my hobbies, so I'm interested in reading books and writing stories and poetries as well. That's all about
Oh,
me.
wow, you like stories.
Yes.
Quite creative, right? All right. So, Sakshi, now what is your language goal?
I just want to be fluent
Hmm.
because, yeah,
All right. Okay. So, when you were in your school, college, and like day to day conversation, do you do in English?
yeah, most of the time I do it, but not
Okay.
every day. Yeah.
All right. All right. So, Sakshi, I'm Sanjoli. I'm a language coach and a soft skill trainer. I have experience of 10 years and I'm almost your neighbor. I'm from Delhi.
Oh, great.
How's Gwalior?
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Hmm. So, just tell me more about Gwalior because I have never been there. So, what it is famous for? What are the attractions?
Hmm. So actually, no, there are not so many things that um, I find it significant because maybe the reason I have been living here since so long,
Hmm.
that's why. So that doesn't fascinates me a lot, and I feel that yeah, things are so monotonous. Places are fine, but yeah, Gwalior Fort is quite famous. India Mahal is also quite famous, and
Okay.
yeah, and breakfast people eat samosa and poha. These things a lot.
Oh,
These are.
Poha. That's nice. Right. And how's weather?
Weather is fine. Most of the time, the temperature is hot.
Okay. Okay. So, it's almost like Delhi.
I think, but better than.
Okay. All right. So you have always been in Gwalior? You never moved to any other city?
Yeah, yeah. I moved in different cities, but
Hmm.
just for one day or just for any work. Delhi,
Yeah, yeah.
I visited a lot of time, but most of the time when I have any work, so I'm just I just went there in morning and then I came back in evening
Okay.
or night time. Yeah,
Okay. All right. So Sakshi, today's topic is about
the
the
last
last
day.
day. You want to go with the topic?
Yeah, definitely. That's quite
Okay.
interesting.
All right. Nice. So if today is the last day on the planet Earth, first, you do you think this can ever happen?
Mm. I don't think so. It can,
Hmm.
yeah, it can be my last day definitely, but we won't be aware of this thing, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. So, what all things you plan to do if it is your last day?
Mm. First of all, mm, that's
So,
very
what you do?
difficult.
Like
Yeah.
you like writing stories, right?
Yes.
So, let us put it in a story way. Okay. So,
Okay.
create some situation. So, basically, you have to start with the beginning, middle, and end, and put it in a way of story where you can use more expressions, you can use more vocabulary, and you can make it more elaborative. Okay. Let's try that.
Right, right.
Hmm.
So I'll try to speak like that. I'm just reciting a story. Okay,
Yes.
ma'am?
Yes.
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 Okay. So that was my
Hmm.
my last day, and I decided to plan so many things. But we know that the life is not a bed of roses, and it doesn't go like we have planned. So the morning I woke up, and suddenly I saw if nobody was there at my home, and I was extremely confused, and I was scared that there are those people, and I was just trying to find out my family members. And when I get out of my door, so I saw there's a huge crowd, and there was a huge crowd. So I was extremely curious to know that what exactly happened there. And suddenly someone was calling me from somewhere. I was not aware actually. And suddenly I just opened my eyes, and I saw that it was a dream, and someone was standing at my door,
Ah,
and they were calling me because I have to go to college. And so that time I was quite scared that actually it was a dream, or the life like that we are living is it a dream.
hmm.
Because the reality is that people always say life is not reality, the reality is death. So
Very true.
when I
Very
realized,
true.
yeah,
Right. So it was quite short and crisp. Correct. Okay. So here let's use like when you woke up. So it took some time to gather your thoughts and to come back into the reality. Right. So here you use the word confused. I was confused. Right. Let's replace the word confused with a better word.
it's like perplexed, huge.
Yeah. Perplexed. Right. You know. I was taken aback, I was confused, I was perplexed, I was just keep rolling some more words.
Yes, perplexed, confused,
Hmm.
taken aback, right? Yes.
Bewildered, skeptical.
Skeptical. Yeah, I heard
Okay.
this.
Yeah, so you have known the word now. So now, whenever you are making a story, especially, so try to put more idioms, more phrasal verbs, and more advanced vocabulary.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Second, I saw the huge crowd. Okay. Now replace huge crowd.
Huge. Can we replace it with massive?
Yeah, very nice. Massive is a better word. Massive,
Colossal.
colossal,
Colossal.
very nice. Right. See, now the words are coming. Okay,
Okay.
the words are there in your mind. It has to be just fixed in the right place.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So you finished the story very early. Let's suppose it has continued for more time. The dream had continued for the more time. Then what other things would you have added?
Okay.
Hmm. Let's suppose
Then
like the massive crowd was there and everyone was talking about that today is the last day. So the everyone was overwhelmed and they was so create some more expressions into it and what you thought.
okay.
Hmm.
Mm, right now that's I'm just trying. But
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now
yeah,
it.
it's all about trying.
Mm, yeah. So everybody was talking about that, and I was also thinking about doing so many. I wanted to do so many activities, but then I thought if I can do that, and then I asked with people when I was just entered the place where all these activities were performed, and I wanted to take part of that. But I wanted to do this activity with my sister, and I asked them, can I bring someone?
Hmm.
It would be cherry on the cake for me if I can perform this activity with my sister. So that then I was just trying to ask, but I was unable to ask directly, and I was just beating around the bush, and they just said, what you want to us, and would you like to go? Would you like to perform this activity or not? So then I said, long story short is that I want to come and perform this activity with my sister. And eventually, they allowed me to do that activity, and we
Hmm.
thoroughly enjoyed that.
Very nice. Very nice. At least you fulfilled your wish before you die. It's like that, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So your sister is your best friend?
Yes.
So is she elder or younger?
Yeah, she's elder.
Okay. So what kind of bond you share with each other?
We share everything with each other.
Hmm. Okay.
And
So you can speak your heart out with your sister.
yes,
She's
exactly.
like a motherly figure to you,
Yes.
right? She's the one who you always rely on, who will never give you cold shoulder, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I was entered the place. What should be the right grammar? Why was? Okay, was and were is with ing. I was entering. It is simple.
I
I
entered.
entered the place.
I
Okay.
entered.
No
Yes.
need of was. Okay. Okay, Sakshi, describe any of your memorable memories or vacation or holiday, any memorable moment.
So it is about 10 years back or 10 years ago when we were kid. So we had attended a wedding of my uh, my 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 sister, my father's sister. So
Okay.
that was
So your
yeah,
aunt, your paternal
aunt.
aunt.
Right. So
Correct.
we had attended a wedding of our aunt, and that was the only time where we all were together, like my family, my all siblings, my I mean my brother, sister, my parents. And after that, I mean after that function, it is very difficult to recall any moment when we were together, because right now our plate is completely full and we all are occupied with in our work. That's why. So that was the memorable moment, and 2 3 days we had spent it there, and we enjoyed a lot as we were kid that time. So we were just playing throughout the day. We were just eating and enjoying. We
Hmm.
were doing a lot of fun. So that is a memorable moment for me.
Hmm. Any silly thing that you did or any funny thing that you did?
Yeah, we did a lot of silly things because, as I already told you, it's almost 10 years back. So we all, like my sister, I mean my siblings, we all were kid. So we were just, with other kids, we were just fighting, and we were just fighting just for the sitting. No, I will sit here, I will sit here, and that was the only. I think that was the summertime, as I can remember right now, as I can recall right now. So we were all just fighting. I will sit in this AC room, and we were just pushing each other to outside. You just go outside. We will sit only here.
Right.
So this is the funny thing that we were doing, and everybody was shouting us, "You all can sit in this room. Nothing is wrong." So
Right. So do you miss those days?
exactly, I miss a lot.
Hmm. Do you think this can happen again now when you are grown up?
Definitely, we all want to live those moments that had gone already, but
Hmm.
that's quite difficult, or I would say it's almost impossible, because nowadays we do not have that much time to spend together, or even if we are spending, so we are just talking, discussing some serious matters that we don't have that much time to just do fun and enjoy.
Very true. And that's the reality of life. Very nice. Very lovely explained. Okay, Sakshi, according to you, which is better? Let's do some expressing opinion. Joint family or nuclear family?
Because, ma'am, as I don't have any experience of joint family, because since childhood I have been just living in nuclear family, just. my parents, and
Hmm.
we were conditioned like not to just go outside a lot. And when we were kid, that time also we used to play at our only home, and my mother used to sleep, and she just used to close the door, and we all sibling, my sister and my brother, we all three used to play with each other. So
Hmm.
I feel that this is good, and I don't have any experience about joint family, but people share that this is also
Hmm.
a very amazing experience, and you can definitely relish your life if you have so many people, if you have your big family.
Hmm. Hmm. But you, for you, nuclear family is better,
Yes.
right? So, what are the few advantages of living in nuclear family that you would have missed if living with the joint family?
What are some advantages of
Hmm.
living in nuclear
Yeah.
family? Yes. So I think in nuclear family, one thing that I really like, I may be wrong also, because in nuclear family, you can do it. You just have to take parents from your parent, take permission from your parents, from your
Hmm.
mother, sister, maybe sometime from your elder sibling.
Hmm.
But when it comes to joint family, you have to take permission from everybody, because as there is some of my friends, they are living in joint family, so they said my uncle just denied me, my father doesn't say anything, but my uncle doesn't allow me, or my aunt doesn't allow me, my mother doesn't say anything. So
Hmm.
that time I think no, that's quite disturbing,
Hmm.
I think, and
Hmm.
living nuclear family is better. But on the other hand, I can see one disadvantage also,
Hmm.
because when you need, there are sometimes there is an emergency, and when you need people,
Hmm.
and you don't have uh, only your parents, and sometimes it happens because life is unpredictable.
True.
Something can happen anytime. But when you are living in joint family, you have so many people, whether your parents is you're at home or they're outside, there are people, they can help you, uh,
Hmm.
they can support you.
Hmm.
So
Very true. Very true. Right. But if given a choice, what would you choose?
um, I would definitely choose a nuclear family.
Great. Right. So when you talked about like you only have to take permission from your parents, it means you have your own personal space. You know, there is so there is a word nagging. Okay, nagging means unnecessary interference or a lot of poking. So we avoid those kind of confrontations or naggings. Okay. So Sakshi, you speak well, no doubt about it. Okay. Just a few like I used to play, I used to do. So used to can be replaced with would.
Would. Yes.
Okay. Past habit can also be used with the would. My
Yes.
mother would, uh, in a way, lock us in a room and we would. So just replace used to with would.
Sure.
Very nice. So when you are in a like a day to day in your daily routine, now you have done PhD also, right? You said mentioned
I'm
that
doing, I'm
you are
pursuing
doing,
it.
you are pursuing it. So what is your aim? What is your aspiration?
So after that, definitely I'll apply in any college or in any university. So I'll work as a professor.
Okay. So why professor? Why not any MNC or any other job?
No, ma'am, there's a strong reason, because I mean, when I was in, I think, 11th or 12th standard, that time I'm just interested in teaching. And that time only, when I was doing BSc, that time I decided that later on I'll do PhD anyhow.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
is my dream, I can say. My brother also wants me to uh, do this PhD and just work in any
Hmm.
college.
Hmm. So is it like you have more liking for teaching, or it's more convenient to teach?
No, no, because I like this profession, and as I told you that when I was in my BSc, that time I decided that after this BSc I'll do MSc and then I'll do PhD anyhow. And
Okay.
people always say, as you are girls, so that's why you have chosen this. this career. So I don't feel like that because it's career is not related with the gender. It's all
Obviously.
about hobby, right?
Very true.
So
Very true. Right.
yes,
Right. So, do you think, like, what should be the quality of a good teacher? Because now you want to be a professor, right? So, what do you think, like, what you should have to become a good professor?
yeah, definitely. So in a good teacher, definitely you should have good knowledge, whatever you are teaching, or the way of explaining. Because if you have knowledge and you are unable to explain that thing, so
Hmm.
that won't be worth it.
Hmm.
That's why
Hmm.
these two things I want. Uh, I want in someone as a teacher, or I want in myself as well.
Right. So, any teacher that you admire in your life?
Definitely, when I was in my school, so that time we had our maths teacher. He was sir, so he used to uh, teach us.
He
He
would.
would, yes, yeah, he would teach us because I was terrible when it comes to maths. And I when it the math class has started, so I was just doing something else. I would do it some other works. I started reading SST or English or something else,
Hmm.
except maths.
Hmm.
So he would just explain us, and just because of him, I scored well in my 10th class. I mean, that is not that much good, but
Hmm.
according to me, it was I mean, 75 marks was better because I was terrible at, and for
Yeah.
me, that for that time, it was difficult to get even a pass in that particular subject.
Wow. Right. So it means that the aura of that teacher was so pleasant and good that he he involved you in getting the subject. That's more important. So do you
Yes.
think you will be able to become a teacher like him?
Yes, I feel that I can become a teacher like him because I observed him and I
Hmm.
understood the main quality I want to talk. I want to bring up that quality here. And the main quality is not only the teaching, not only the way of explaining, and the thing is that because he used to, uh, he would deal each and every student equally. I
Hmm.
mean, there is a one student, he has a good mind, he can understand, catch things easily. But on the other hand, the
Hmm.
other student cannot catch the thing that much easily. It
Hmm.
it doesn't mean that only this student can perform well, this one cannot perform well. So
Correct.
deal with everybody equally. I mean, okay, if she's not understanding, I'll try my best. I'll explain him 10 times, 20 times. But that's my responsibility. So that is the quality. I think he had a prominent personality.
Right. And you still remember him. It means definitely he had some aura in his personality.
Yes,
Otherwise, why would you talk about him at this point of time? you
yes,
know so that should be the quality of the teacher, that the student should remember the teacher throughout the life. He should be able to make a mark on the student's life. Very good. Very good. All right, Sakshi, lovely. So I'm very happy with your performance. Just be more vocal, right? You have to just speak more so that that fluency gets better, right? You have that fluency, but just need little bit more on that. Your way of expressions are very good. Okay.
yes,
Today you learn, you will not use used to. It would be would all the time. Okay. And I saw that how you quickly adapted that. Okay. Just keep working on more articulation because that's your potential. Right. So not only idioms, just try to learn more and more synonyms for a one particular word. So that will
sure.
definitely help you with your vocabulary. Rest, you are doing great. Are you reading any books?
Yes,
Okay, so how do you read? Do you read it in mind or read aloud?
I read aloud.
Yeah, just keep working on that. Just whatever you are doing, read aloud, speak more, and that will take you to your aim, right? Lovely interaction. All right,
Thank you.
Sakshi, it was a lovely interaction. Bye bye.